Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You can see that, is it Dr. Hamza? Are you there?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Alhamdulillah. We do have
Hope you are
Dr. Ilham
well.
as well.
It says I'm here. I'm also here.
All right, okay.
Morning.
We have Dr. Ishad. Yeah, good morning. Dr. Ishad, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Right. So Madam Hadila already posted the attendance form, so feel free to fill in the attendance form. She posted in the column chat room. Right. Dr. Shah, we want to start now, or are we going to wait for Mr. Carroll?
What should we do? Can you share your screen, or we need to wait for Mr. Khairul?
Okay, I can share my screen. All right. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to all. And I hope you guys are in a very good condition within this, the third phases of the MCO during COVID-19 pandemic. So this morning, we are going to focus to all international lecturers. And in fact, we are going to introduce some basic things on our LMS. So therefore, I'm going... Waalaikumsalam. Who's
I
there?
don't know if you can hear me because I can't hear you.
You can hear me. I think you can you check your audio setting?
I can't hear anything. Just can you tell me by chatting to do what?
All right, Carol, are you Dr. Safwan Galib?
No, I can't hear anything.
But you can still
I
answer.
don't know if this is a problem just for me or for all of you.
I think
You can hear. Oh, yeah. Carol, boleh check yang Dr. Safwan Galib, Carol?
I can hear.
Apa doktor?
Dr. Safwan Galib, you can hear me?
Okay.
Dia kata just me who can
I
hear.
can hear you. It's
the
loud
problem
and
just
clear.
only,
Maybe some problem with
from
the
me,
microphone.
so I will return to open. If it's for all of us, I don't know. Just I want to see someone writing in the chat.
I can hear clearly. Okay. Right. So I'm going to share with you. Right. So my screen. Can you see that this is my Oceania interface? Nampak tak, Carol?
Nampak.
Okay, this is our Oceania interface for the Sarjana Muda program, or our first degree program. Okay, for the student, for the degree student. So as you can see that here, this is for my subject immunology, and this is the interface. So if you can see that here, there are a few buttons that you should be aware of. On the right hand side, it's a button for the editing button. So before you do anything, you have to click this button first. Okay. This is when I off that one. So I just want to edit my interface. So it's actually, you have a variety of, as I can show you, normally, this is how your interface will start with. Okay, there are lots of topics, there are lots of activities to be added, and also the resources. Okay, as you're aware of, there are a few things that you can do with your interface of the course that you belongs to. For example, like you want to do some course announcement for this particular semester. Okay, over here, you just click this one. edit title. Okay, you can just write anything, for example, course announcement, and then just click button enter, right? So it will change to course announcement. And then for this one, this is all about your particular subject for this particular semester. So normally what I did, I normally design this kind of poster using a PowerPoint. So in order to make sure that my student, they went to the exact interface or course for my LMS. So this one is the one that I put it here, for example, teaching file semester 2, 2018 and 19. And also I do some design over here for this particular subject. And this is the timetable for my subject. So this one, you can design it using your PowerPoint, but please bear in mind that you have to make sure that when you Googling for any images or anything, please make sure that you do some kind of advanced setting in order to make sure that you are freely to use that particular images or any types of things. Okay, so I just put it here. And then there are some of welcoming notes. Again, you can edit here. Just tap your enter button and then put some kind of welcoming notes here. So for example, if I go to edit setting, right? There you go. You can see that this is the one that I did for my students. And then this one is one of the Google images that I embed together in this particular announcement. Okay. And then save and return to course. Right. And some more. Okay. We have few things that you have to bear in mind, that there are activities. Okay, on your right hand side, the mood blended status here, we have to put some syllabus, just one syllabus for each particular subject. We have notes of files, must be the minimum to achieve for blended status is 7. For the activity, the minimum is 3. So I have 7 altogether here. And also we have to have a minimum of 2 activities or assessment in order to make sure that we can complete the course to be blended. Okay. So for this particular syllabus, right? So you just, again, just type the syllabus, and to do it here, you have to click the plus button to add an activity or resources here. Okay, there are lots of options for the activities and also resources. Okay, for that particular syllabus, in order to make sure that we manage to comply the requirement for the syllabus for the mood blended status, so we just click here for the syllabus, and then, for example, you just name it syllabus for environment. Okay, and description, you can write some kind of description. Okay, please have a look on this particular syllabus so that you can learn it properly, for example, or you can write it, depends on what kind of subjects that you are teaching now. Okay, and also this one, select a file, or you can drag and drop a file here to them. Okay, for example, I just for example, I just put this one, my bio 4602, topic number 4. So just take it and drag your file Hero?
Tak, dia slow. File besar tak?
Wi-Fi is quite big, so it takes some time to be added to the column. Okay. All right. So it's already there. That's one of the example. And then if you do have anything, your appearances, you want to add something, display automatic, just leave it as a default. Common module setting, just leave it there. Do you have any, for example, like if you teaching, if we have more than one lecturer for that particular subject, for example, so that you can do some kind of precision assess for which group that you are teaching now. Okay, there you go, the grouping, the groups, the grading, for example, this is for the later on. And for the group, allow students who belongs to a specific group, for example, just for your group, or you want to give it the information to all students, okay? And then just save and return to course. So shall we go back again here? And then you can see that my syllabus, the environment already been added here. Okay. So for lecture notes, again, because I mean, this one is, we do have already been divided into a few topics. So you can adjust or you can design your interface of your LMS based on your own creativity. Okay. So in here, I put it as a lecture notes. So all here is all related, all my file are my lecture notes from topic number 1 until the ends of the topics of my subject, which is immunology. Okay, so for example, like if you want to add some file for this particular subject, for your notes especially, so again, you have to add a plus here, a sign plus here, add an activity or resources, then go to resources, we straight away put it as a file. Okay, click file and then add like previous. So for example, you want to say that this is topic number 16. And do you have any kind of description? So for example, topic 16 will cover on how to make sure we can play our role as to save environment. Okay, so it can be anything, and then again you can drag your file and drop file here to add them. Okay, do like the previous one that I shown you previously. Okay, and again, if you want to do some appearances, it's automatically leave it as a default. And a common module setting, is there any restrict access to if you have more than one group, or you want, this is for example, solely for your groups only. So just put some restriction here. Okay, and then again, save and return to course. Sorry, because I didn't drag any file here, so it won't go anywhere. But again, just do the same thing. And then I just cancel it here. And it will appear again, just the same like this one. Okay, so student just click here to get the notes, or even you yourself also can access this particular notes or anything or any activities that already been posted on the LMS anywhere, anytime. Okay. And then I normally make up my interface of the syllabus with few things. For example, like I want to share with my students some kind of videos. Okay, you also can put some videos here. Okay, also this one, the practical stuff, and not forgotten the animation. Students love the animation very much, but normally it's all related with my subject or with our subject. Okay, you can scroll down and then you can get it freely from the YouTube's or any kind of URL that you are prefer with. Okay, right, so this kind of thing. How are we going to do this, right? You put some animation or videos from the YouTube, for example, again, add plus sign, please click the sign plus button again to add an activity or resources. Okay, we go here for the resources again. It's either you can put it as a page or as an URL. Okay, if you want to do it as a label, just click the label. Label pun boleh kan kira? Kira?
Ya, Dato'. Label boleh.
Okay, so you just click the label and then there are lots of buttons in this particular box. So you just click on the left hand side one. Okay, you can see that this is the sign like HTML link. Okay, if you want to do so by adding some kind of video from the YouTube, so you have to make sure that you go for the YouTube. Okay, decide YouTube. Okay, I want the environment. Environment issues. There are lots of different kind of videos that are available here. For example, like environment pollution. I just click environment pollution. Okay, so it's up to us whether which is suitable for that particular topic or the rest of your subjects topic. Okay, for example, like I want to go for this National Geographic Air Pollution 101, so just click here, right? Have to wait for a while until, okay, skip at, just pause. Okay, if you want to share on your LMS, please make sure that there are a few buttons here under the topics of the Air Pollution 101 National Geographic. Okay, we do have the like sign, dislike signs, and also the share and save. So just click share here. Okay, it's either you copy or you embed. Just click embed and copy. So it's already copied. And click. Don't forget to click the HTML button here, and you just paste. Okay, and then you save and return to course. There you go. You can see that the air pollution from the National Geographic that you already embed from the YouTube URL is already on your LMS front page. Okay, so if you want your students to have a look on this video, again, just trying to setting. So before that, you can type dear my beloved students, please have a look on the posted video, and I will task you with quiz 1, for example. Okay, and save and return to course. Right, so you can see that there you go. There are some notes appear here. Dear my beloved student, please have a look on the posted video and I will test you with quiz number 1. So it can be anything or any kind of activities that you can add on to your student in order to make sure that they are really look on the video or the activities that you already posted on the LMS. Is that the question so far? Am I good?
Yes, you are good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You are so great. You are great.
Right. So it still depends to the creativity of the lecturer. Don't worry that this LMS won't blast if anything goes wrong. It just stay there. So just do and try and error, and then don't give up to try. And then also don't forget to contact us there. We have a live support technical here in order to assist everyone. Okay. And apart from that, okay, for if other than that, you can do like some kind of entrance feedback, okay, and also the survey. And if you have any kind of class announcements, just write it down here. Dear students, please get together this morning, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Okay, and also you can add on some kind of a very cute or interesting infographic. Again, as I said previously, you can design your own poster or even your announcement just using a PowerPoint. And then please do not forget to, while you are trying or looking for any figures or any kind of graph from the internet, please make sure that you do some kind of advanced search in order to make sure that it's freely to share, it's freely to be edited, and also it's freely to be commercialized. Okay, for example, like if you want to have a look on something here. Okay. For example, you want to go for the Google Images, just type image, just click on the images sign. Okay, what are you looking for? Air pollution. Okay. Right, there are lots of air pollution picture or images appear on this particular Google Images interface. But then you have to bear in mind that I've tell you that there are lots of button here. It's either you want to go that this is for the all, it's either you want to grabbing another information from the journals or even the other website. And if solely for the images, just click images. Okay, the news, the videos, the books, and so more. And please do not forget that, okay, you can see that there's a picture or images that appear now. Nisaha is requesting to annotate. Carol, cuba tengok yang Nisaha ni. Okay.
Apa dia tu?
Tak apa, saya dah decline. Tadi ada satu. Okay, we just go to setting, the one that I've told you before. Okay, setting. We have a search, setting languages, advanced search activity, your data in search, and also search help. Just click advanced search. Okay, again, before we click anything here, you can see that this is the images that appear, right, on this interface. Okay, once you set or click the setting, go to advanced search. Okay, we scroll down to the bottom. And please bear in mind that on the left-hand side, the usage right already been mentioned here. Okay, the images that we saw just now is not filtered by license. So you just click here. There are few options: free to use or share, free to use and share, or even commercially, free to use, share, or modify. And this one is free to use, share, or modify, or even commercially. Normally we go for the safe, or we play for the safe side. Just click free to use, share, or modify, even commercially. There. The image that appeared previously, some of them already gone. Can you see that? So this is the only images that are available for us so that we can use it for our class or even anything that you are preferred to. Okay. See the differences of the images. So this is the only images that you can use for your class or even for any particular things that you want to do. Okay. But from the Google, you also can go to Flickr. Go to flick.com and then you can type what kind of photo that you are looking for. Sometimes it's quite limited, but still you can find them. Okay, this is the one. So for Flick, it's normally free to use commercially or for editing. Okay, apart from that, we do have apa lagi Khairul, saya lupa. I do have few more, but I'm maybe quite nervous this morning, so I can't remember it all. Right? So there are a few more options that you can, apart from Google, that you are freely to use commercially available images for your for your needs, right? Right. So we go back to the interface of our LMS, right? So if you do have any kind of announcement for the class cancellation, also you can do here. For example, I just go to edit setting because it's already there. Okay, you can do it, or even you can put some nice image by clicking this button, insert or edit image, or insert or edit an audio or video file. Okay, for example, I just do it very simple one, class cancellation, today's class Tuesday, and then sorry for any inconvenience has caused, right? So save and return to course, and it will appear straight away on this one. Okay. So I do have few things also, for example, like quizzes. I want to do some quiz. Okay. So I just click quiz, and what I did, just do some kind of edit setting here because it's already there. Name your quiz, quiz number 1. Okay, do some description. For example, quiz 1 will ask or will cover topic number 1. Okay, and air pollution, environment, and water pollution, for example. Okay, just type in here, water and air pollution topics. Okay, and do you have any timing to inform your students that the quiz is going to be run by certain date, so that they are going to aware that there will be going an activity available for your particular subject. Okay, for example, that you want to make it on the 9th of April, for example, until how many days that you want to open your quiz, the timing, right? For example, it says about 4 hours. Okay, just 4 hours until 9th of April. It started from the 9 a.m. in the morning until, for example, 5 hours until 14 hours. Okay. Time limit, for example, like you have only 5 questions, so you just give them 5 minutes. Okay, still depends to what types of questions that you are you are going to give them. For example, like still you have to make sure that we need to see that our MyCA on the particular syllabus that you are teaching now. For example, that particular syllabus, the MyCA saying that you can cover from K1, cognitive 1 to cognitive number 4 question. So please make sure that you do it a variety or types of question depends on the MyCA. Okay, please don't forget that. Right? So again, when time expire, you want to only allow 1 attempt only and then submit it automatically. Once they are finished, there is a grace period when 1 open attempts can be submitted, but no more question answered, or attempt must be submitted before time expire or they are not counted. Okay, so normally I just leave it open attempts are submitted automatically. Okay, there's no submission, the grading. Okay, uncategorized, grade to pass, no, just leave it as a default. Okay, the layout later on, maybe Mr. Carol can tell you more, or Dr. Shah later on. Right, So this is a very simple one. Just we want to make sure that this is the basic information that the student should know or should aware of, that you are going to do a quiz for them. All right. So just leave it just very simple for this one. Save and return to course.
Doctor, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
This is of the quiz.
Mhm.
Now, where we put the questions?
The question. Yeah, later on. I'm going to just give you the roughly for the interface first. Hang on, Dr. Zainuddin. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll
Okay,
get back to you. We'll get back to you. Okay, again, the quizzes, the test, it's still on the interface. Okay, is there any simulation? If you want to put some kind of simulation, and also if you have any kind of activity, for example, like taking from journals, URL, for example, you just enter, add activity, okay, URL. Kira this one daripada journal and YouTube pun boleh kan? Ataupun daripada apps kita buat kan?
Any
Okay.
link you can add.
Okay, for this one, if you do have any kind of activities, for example, already been set up using other application, for example, like you have from Kahoot or Padlet or even a Quizalize, okay, you go straight away to your Kahoot, for example. Quizzes, okay, I go to my quizzes, for example. Okay, you log in. Go to your, log in with your Google. For example, I go for my UMT. Okay, for example, I have this kind of activities that already been created on my Kahoot or quizzes or even your own Mentimeter. Okay, just share. It's already copied, and then boleh terus paste kat sini. Sorry. Boleh terus paste kat sini ke, Kero? Okay. And again, you can write some kind of description for this particular activity. Please, students, please answer this quiz. Okay. And is there any restriction access? If you want, again, if you have more than one lecturer for your particular subject, if you share that subject with other lecturer, or you want, or sometimes you want to test it for your solely for your groups of students, just click here, restrict access to your group of students only. It's either K1, K2, K3, or K4, or even K2. Okay, so no student from other than your own group can access for this particular activities.
Sorry for interrupt you. Just if I want to just make it for a group of students from the group, like for 2 students only.
Sorry? You have only for your own solely group?
Yes, like for 3 students only, if they are missing quiz or something.
Okay, if you have just for your own student, so no need to do anything for this particular restriction. Okay, so just don't do anything, just leave it there and then save and return to course. Okay, quiz one.
Omaima, I think Dr. Safwan was asking about a subgroup. So just 3 students out of his group, something like that. So he can use user profiles.
So, how many groups that they have for the? Is he share the subject?
No, his question was, if I want to do the quiz only for 2 or 3 students out of the whole group. So in this case, he can use user profiles to restrict for only for those 2 students who are required to take the quiz. Thank you.
I mean, there is no choices to select the students based on their metric number.
If you do have your own students, they just belongs to your group, so no student can access for this particular subject. If you have 3, no need to do anything. Yeah. Dr. Shah dengar tak?
Saya rasa dia nak buat.
No, it's mentioned is like this. We can create a specific group, but having only a certain number of students because we want only them to take the quiz, isn't it? Is it that you are
that's what
referring
he thought, yeah.
So is he shared the subject, Dr. Shah? He shared that subject.
Do you share the subject or not?
I mean, if I make a quizzes for students and some of 3 or 4 of them, they miss the quiz. For the second day, just yeah.
All right. Okay. So you can set up a new one and then put restriction to that particular number of students. The metric based on their matrix number.
That means we can create a group specific for them, isn't it?
Yes. Can.
How I can use by the metric of the number?
Carol ada contoh tak, Carol?
Saya buat contoh. Saya share my screen, Doktor, boleh?
Okay. Carol share. Okay, Mr. Carol will share his screen so that he can share the how to do this restrictions, because I don't have that kind of things here.
Okay.
Because he's the admin, so he can do it. All right.
You can see my screen. Okay. For those who want to restrict access by ID number, okay. Let's say I have online quiz 1. Okay, I click edit setting. We want to open for let's say for 3 students only. We can set here restrict access. Okay, add restriction. Then you choose user profile. So here we have some rules. So user profile, you can choose whether I think maybe ID number. Okay, ID number is equal to your student ID number. Let's say
S511112. 5000.
5000. Okay. This for one student. Okay. For second student, click another add restriction. Click user profile. So here we choose ID number. It is equal to second ID number student. Okay. Let's say 5001. Okay. So let's example this for 2 students. Okay. So you must change for match any of the following. You cannot choose all. Okay. Okay. So when you have done this, you have just save and return to course. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Okay. You will display some
particular ID.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Doctor. Doctor take. Saya stop.
Okay.
Can I add something?
Yep.
The other way around, if you don't want to do any addition for student numbers, you can open the timing for that quiz again, and only students who are not accessed the quiz before will be allowed to access, because others already registered in the system, so they will not be allowed to have another attempt. So simply extend the period of the quiz And by this
Then-
way, students will go to the same link without the need to add any restrictions. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, you also can do that.
Can.
Okay.
Can I give another question?
Yep.
For example, if I for the multi-choice questions
Okay.
and 10 questions, I want to just only 5 randomly. Set the randomly set for the multi-choice question setting and
MCQ, Carol.
one more thing.
Randomly set the question, is it?
10 questions randomly. I want to give the students only 5. So how can I set such kind of settings in the quiz? Questions, just 5 questions randomly need to be chosen. How do I do the setting?
Dia nak setting, Carol. Nak pilih 5. You want to choose 5, right? You want the students to choose 5, right? Okay.
Dr. Shah nak jawab kan?
Dr. Shah.
Dr. Shah nak jawab? Okay.
Okay,
Doctor. Okay, for okay, I share my screen.
Okay.
Like you say, okay. First we see at left part, it has some question bank. We need to set. Okay, we need to set up it first here. Okay. So let's say you don't have any question in question bank. Say you click to categories. Process all. You set up one category, like example, my quiz. Okay. And then click add category. Okay. Quiz one, I click before. Okay. Here you can click 10 question you say before. Okay, Doctor? You click here. For example, I click multiple choice. Okay. Question. This is the number of the question. So I type this one. Question 1. Okay. Okay. This is my question. Okay. One or multiple answer. We choose only one answer. Okay. Number of the choice ABC. Okay. Shuffle the choice. You can shuffle this answer. Doctor.
Shuffle. Yeah.
And this for the shuffle the choice of this answer. Okay. For answer 1, let's say I say University Malaysia. Okay. Okay. For the right answer, we must set the grade is 100%. Okay. Let's say this one. Malaysia Faham. Okay. For the wrong answer, we just leave it none. Okay.
None.
Okay. Just University Malaysia Kelantan. Okay, this one also none. Okay, then we save changes.
This is one question.
Okay, this is one question. And then you can add to 10 question like I mentioned before. Okay. Okay, for your next question, you want to choose only 5 from 10 question.
Yes.
Okay. You go again to your question, to your quiz you create before. Let's say I have online quiz 1. Okay. I edit my quiz.
To the left button.
Yeah, the left button. Okay. This one already have 5 questions. Let's say I delete it first.
5 questions.
This one, for example, before. Okay. Okay, let's say you don't have any question before. You just create a platform for quiz only. Okay, you want to put a question in the quiz. Okay, so you click here, add, and then you choose a random question because we want to add 5 from 10 question. So let's say I have 30 question. Default for LMS one, I had 30 question. So number of random question, I choose only 10 from my 30 question. Okay. Add random question. Okay. Random 30 of 10 from 30 question for this random question. You understand that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Now, in the question bank,
Okay.
when we create the question bank, can we put the image of the questions? For example, question 1, I will write in the MS Word and save it as a JPEG. Then can I use that JPEG question? Because you know the in mathematics we have a lot of formulas. Formulas cannot be written simply, so we have to use MS Word to use the equations. So then, if I save it as a JPEG, can I use that one in the question bank? How to
Because
put
it's the formulation, right? So you want to write it up and then make it as a picture, and that will be the question, isn't it?
Yes. Can be done. How we put into the question bank with mathematical formulas and as a JPEG.
Okay.
In the question
Tak
bank,
gambar, Carol.
Okay.
can you
Waktu soalan, contohnya nak buat soalan satu,
Soalan,
kita nak masukkan gambar.
Okay.
Carol kena,
choice.
okay, multiple choice.
Okay,
Question
here you
number 1.
have some, okay, let's say I have question one, okay. So here you have some option to put insert image, audio, or video. You can put in your question text data. Okay, let's say you have already saved as JPEG. You save to your desktop, and then you click here, set up edit image, you browse your repositories, okay, and then you choose PC. Let's say I don't have any JPEG in my PC. Okay. That's like that. You can understand?
So
Yes.
in the case, if I prepare my questions in the MS Word, then save it as a JPEG, then I
Yes. You just set an
paste it
answer.
here. Okay.
You no need to write it again. Okay, that's it.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, very good.
I will try.
Okay.
If I have problem, I will contact. Okay, next time.
You can contact me that time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bukhari. Oh, your name is Bukhari, huh?
Carol,
Yeah.
ada question, do we have to set the size of picture? Beritahu yang the size of picture that we can set kepada image tu. Ada kan the size about 300 times 500 semua tu.
Okay, sekejap.
Nanti don't forget to let them know yang daripada tu. Yes.
Okay, here when we want to add some picture for the question text, okay, we click here. You already have some option to you can resize this image. I think maybe you don't want to put a larger image. Okay. Yes. Small image. Okay.
250. You say 250 and 250, 100. Okay.
250. Okay.
100 should be okay.
100. I think this size is okay.
Yeah, nanti dia akan fit to the column of our LMS.
Dia akan resize balik. Okay.
One more, Carol, if they want to add on the question from the question bank, Give an example. Oh, tapi dah bagi tadi kan. Those who are still not have any quiz yet, so you don't have any question bank.
Okay. For an easy way to add your question, you don't have to add in question bank. Just add in your online quiz. Okay, let's say here I edit my quiz. Okay. Before this, I choose add from a random question or from question bank, or you can click here a new question.
Harun can share screen.
Tak share pula. Silap. Okay, sekejap. Okay. 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 So we go again to edit quiz. Okay. And then click add a question. So before I click a random question, and also can choose from my question bank. Also, I can an easy way. I want to click. I just click a new question. Okay. I say at least multiple choice. So click here question. It will automatically will be add to your question bank. You no need to add in question bank. You have two options for add a new question in question bank or directly in your quiz. For a random question, you must create in question bank first. Okay.
Khairul, I have a question.
Okay.
If I'm teaching a course this semester and some other colleagues have taught it the last few years, I know that I can import my question bank to the new page because I have taught many courses, same courses, so I can import my questions. But if somebody else was teaching it, if they ask you, can you allow them to access that question bank for that course, which prepared by somebody else?
Boleh.
Doktor boleh jawab. Dia kena ada permission daripada.
Maybe I need translation.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. As long as you allow that particular new lecturer to do some archive, from the previous semester.
All right. Okay, that's clear.
Just ask the e-learning unit so that you give this particular new lecturer for that particular subject a permission so that they can archive from the previous semester of the one that you already taught the students previously, so that they can archive the all information from the previous semesters to the new or the current semester. No problem. As long as you permit them to do so. Is that clear, Doctor?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. That's clear.
Thank you. Is it Dr. Elsa?
Can I give another question?
Yes, please, Dr. Zainuddin.
Okay, regarding quiz again, for the multi-choice, it is clear. Now, previously I did subjective questions. Okay. So for the subjective questions, I wanted to make it a quiz as a subjective, then I wasn't able to do it. So is it possible to do quiz with a subjective form, and after solving the problem on the paper, take a picture and send me through the system on the certain time? Is it possible to do that? Do you understand?
You want them to solve by writing, and then they take a picture, they upload the solve that of the thing that they solve in as part of their answer to be submitted.
They submit to the certain time in the quiz as a quiz. Is it possible to send?
Macam Google Form tu, bila kita buat soalan dia dah upload.
Okay. Betul. I think maybe you can use I share screen first. Okay.
Share, jangan tak share.
Okay, I think maybe you can use any question. Okay, you can use essay type. Click.
Oh, there is essay,
Carol, before that, we told diorang there are 16 option of 16 types of question yang available dekat kita punya sistem. Daripada the simplest MCQ sampai description.
Essay, okay.
Okay. New question. So, for add to this quiz, we have calculate multiple choice, calculate simple, drag and drop into text. Okay. See here. So question or mostly lecturer use is multiple choice, short answer, true, false, and also some essay. So for advanced, maybe you can use embed answer. This for another level, I think. Okay.
Can you show essay? Essay?
Okay. Essay.
Yes.
This one. Put the question number. Okay. So here you type your question text or you want to add image. Okay. Okay. This response option. Required text. Student required to enter text in essay answer. Okay. In book box size. Default by 50 limit, you can put 40 limits. Okay. I just put 50 limit. This one for attach their image. Okay. You can say, okay. You can choose whether 1, 2, 3 or unlimited. Do you want your student to add attachment? Okay, okay.
Usually three.
Three, okay. Okay, we choose 3. This one for require attachment. You want to your student optional can attach or he or she can must submit one attachment. Okay. Or for optional, we can choose optional. Whether you want to answer by typing or attach some file.
Usually I ask it.
This one just let default type anything. Or do you have any idea? Do you want to just you accept JPEG only? You can say JPEG. Or the rest you can just leave blank. Another file can attach. Okay, that's it. This option for
so here here attach it the file type, so when they solve problem and take a picture, so they can put here, right, by choosing put the answer in here. Okay,
I take example. Question 200. Okay. Set changes. We want to see a preview of the essay question type.
Yes.
Okay. I click like I mentioned before. Okay. Can preview it here. Just click here. An image here. Student preview. Whether you can type example here. Okay. Answer. Or he can attach the image you said before.
Yes. Okay.
That's here. Okay, image here. Okay, student can upload the image here. Okay, by using essay question type. Answer will be like this. Your question, doctor, will be like this. Whether you want to type or you want to attach the answer.
Attach the answer, yeah.
Okay, doctor.
yes.
Yes,
Now,
of course.
After submission, all the answer from where I can download the answer of the students, because this is essay. Computer won't give any marks. I want to give marks by my own check. So from where I will download the answer questions.
Ada itu tak? Yang apa? Yang student yang ada jawab. Orang quiz.
Student, I don't have.
Okay.
Dr. Shah ada, Dr. Shah?
Saya tak ada.
Okay, tak ada.
I try to send my quiz in student mode. Okay.
To check, I have to download all the solution, all the answer of the students.
Yes. I want to show you. Okay. Okay. I enroll in student mode. Okay. Okay. Okay, my ID number is this because my ID is not S5000 and S5001. Okay, I need to change it to.
Ya, aku tukar.
ID ada.
Kena ambil dekat student enroll pun kan?
ID tukar. Ya, kita buat distinction tadi.
Okey dah.
Buat dah. Okay.
Cuba refresh.
Kena enroll balik lah. Okay, let's say I take this online quiz one. Let's start attend. Okay. My quiz test. So in question number 11 is my essay quiz. My answer is attachment. So I want to add my answer in JPEG. So I click this file, click attachment. I choose my file, desktop. Okay. Open. Look in this. Finish attempt. Okay. I just answer question number 11. Okay, submit all and finish. Submit my question. Okay, we want to view. Okay, we log out. I log in again in lecture mode. So this quiz, a student already submit one. Okay, attempts one. Okay, you want to see the answer, you click here, doctor. Attempts one. Okay. You click, review attempt. Okay. In question number 11, you can see the image.
Yep.
You can download here, doctor.
A little bit difficult.
Yes. Okay, get it?
I will contact later again, okay? You're very long process.
Easy peasy, Dr. Zainuddin.
General idea is clear, but still the inside, the next steps. Okay, thank you. The general idea is clear.
You can try, and if you have any question, you can contact me in live support. Okay, doctor?
The live support, don't forget.
Thank you.
I return to Dr. Omaima.
Sekejap. Okay, is there any more question regarding to the interface of your LMS? So again, as I mentioned earlier, so it is up to the lecturer, each lecturer to make it interesting and also knowledgeable to the students. And then there are lots of information that you can put on regarding to your own course in order to make sure that during this time of MCO period, the student still can get whatever they need to know about the subject. So we did try our best in order to make sure that we reach every single student as they're all their rights to get the knowledge from us. Okay.
So may I ask one question?
Yeah.
This is not necessarily concerning learning, but how long does it stay as electronic form? For example, in my previous university, we were obliged to keep all the exam results and paper exams for at least 2 years. Do you think this electronic form, does this continue to exist and saved and kept for minimum 2 years or 3 years, something like that?
Tak dengar lah Dr. Shah. Dengar tak?
Dr. Nobuyuki is asking, now we have conduct the exam and we have
Okay.
all the students' answers. So in our rules and regulation, how many years do we have to keep before we discard the answer? Is it, Dr. Nobuyuki?
That's correct. Thank you.
5 tahun kan
So
Dr.
in
Shah?
terms of our rules and regulation kita, berapa tahun kita kena simpan transkrip student tu sebelum kita boleh lupuskan?
Previously it's 5 years. We have to keep all, yes, 5 years previously, but I don't know, is there any new rules already been amended or not? But as last time we keep debating on this matter because 5 years is too long and we are not teaching only one subject for 1 year. So therefore, some of them say that maybe the minimum is 3 years. Meaning that one cohort or one batch of the students already graduated.
However, may I ask, for example, can instructor delete this or simply university would keep it for us?
You mean delete the all those scripts that the student answered that you collected, you mean?
That's correct. Do we have to delete it or we don't have to do anything because university may keep it? Or do I have to do something?
Kalau yang paper kita akan, if on paper exam, we are going to shred it.
Not physical paper exams.
For the LMS, for electronic one, normally we are going to keep it for berapa tahun kira? 5 years
5 years.
For 5 years, then it's automatically deleted.
Okay. So we don't
Jadi
have
kita
to
buang
do,
kan?
so we don't have to do anything, but university would automatically keep it for 5 years.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
for your answer.
No problem, Dr. Nobuyuki.
Okay, Dr. Nobuyuki, one thing that you still need to keep is, if you know that we need to prepare a course file, right? A course file having all our
Hard copy one.
syllabus, our
Yes.
notes. Okay, in the current system, we need to keep example of 3 best students' result, their file, and also the intermediate and also the poor performance. So at least 9 sample must be kept for the file.
Okay, Dr. Shah, can I add some info? Okay, regarding for the file that you need to keep, actually, although we are doing archiving for every semester, we are suggesting that lecturer also keep it in their own on computer on own drive, so that if anything happens, you have the backups at your side.
Yeah. And also at the same time, right, Mr. Hafiz, we do have a Google Drive already available for each of the lecturers, so that you can use the Google Drive to archive your things. Okay.
Right, thank you very much.
Okay. Any more?
Khairul, is there a way that you can download the whole quiz? So now the quiz is online. But is there a way that you can download it in a PDF format or something for archiving? Because right now I don't know if there is any way you can download your question in a paper form.
Yes. It is interesting.
Okay, regarding that function, we are now in pilot testing to have archiving button that you can generate all the answer and question that a student have been answered, so that you can have one PDF file in your in all the question inside that one PDF file, so that you can keep it in for yourself. If you are using assignment module, there is a button that show download all assignments. So you can the system will zip it for you, and then after that you can save it in your computer.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask a question? How many of the international staff are planning to do their final exams online?
We have no idea, to be honest.
We were asked by the faculty a few weeks ago about our options for final exams. So some people choosing to do it online. I choose to do it online, so I will just try to maximize the benefit of using the quiz app of the LMS, because apart from essay question and multiple choice, you have a lot of other options you can use.
Yes,
So,
yes, that's right.
And I find matching question is one of the most challenging questions for students. Since the past 5 years now, I'm using quiz facility. Always students are not scoring well when it comes to matching terminologies. So that's one of the challenging questions. So I'm really waiting for the final decision about it, but most likely we are going to transfer our final paper exam to electronic form, because if this MCO continues. Thank you.
So, Dr. Shah, anything?
No. Not at the moment.
Hello.
If you do have any more questions, so feel free to ask us. So, and we are here to assist you guys. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I have one question here. I like the way speaker to manage the interface of the LMS. But the problem is we share our LMS, right, with our partner, right? So if
we share,
my partner, let's say,
subject,
doesn't like any creativity that I've done, so
okay,
that would be a problem, right? So I don't know how to solve this.
So you share your subject?
Yes, and of course the LMS also would be shared, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if my partner, let's say, doesn't like my creativity, for instance, so what can I
Does your partner also contribute anything on for the LMS?
Yes, I
Is she
think
or
so.
he did contribute anything? So why not you just to make it clear, I would say that if you have a different kind of ideas or different kind of creativity, why not before you set up your LMS for shared courses, please do some kind of discussion first. Okay, for example, like you divide. Okay, who want to do some kind of who want to in charge for the syllabus, for example, and who want to in charge for the notes, solely for the notes column, for example. So try to make it more clearly so that it won't be any at the end nobody will keep commenting that I don't like your interface, I don't like your things, and so on and so forth, because we are here to teach the students, and our soul is we want to give a knowledge to our students. That's the most important thing, I think.
Well, that's good point.
Yeah.
But based on my experience, sometimes in one topic we shared, according to our contribution lah. Let's say I have my own slides, my partner has his own slide, and then we share.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
Something like that lah.
Okay. Understood.
So the important thing is this discussion, yeah, with
yeah. Try
at the
to
moment,
divide.
LMS just only sharing, yeah, sharing with the partner. I mean, we don't have our own interface, right?
No. Because
that is
Hafiz.
That is for if you have courses that you share together.
Say again?
That is for the courses where you have two lecturers teaching or you have two groups of students.
That's right.
Taking the same, yeah. If you have one course by your own, then you can have your own.
Then that's fine, yeah. There won't be problem, yeah. That's correct. Yeah.
So next time, try to ask to solely teach by yourself.
I would like to share my experience. Generally, sometimes I discuss with my colleague so that let's say I say that I want to have 4 columns extra at the bottom. That is for me to devise my creativity. And generally, some of my colleagues, they agree with me and they allow me to have extra, let's say 5 section below. So you can also ask your colleague whether can they allow you to add 4 just for your own group.
Oh, okay. That's good idea as well. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
So we have our own column, and then they have their own column.
Correct. Okay. For example, syllabus maybe you share, and then the next section you have lecture notes you share. But some other things that you want to do activity, then you can ask them whether they agree or not. If you want to add additional 4 things down below.
Yes.
Okay. Can I share that? Is it Dr.
That's a good
Maharani?
idea. Yes, correct, Doctor.
Okay, I will share that. Okay, based on Dr. Shah's suggestion. Okay, as you can see that at the bottom here, we have add topics, right?
Yes.
Okay. For example, if you want to have your own, solely for your own segment, so you just click the science plus here. Okay, for example, like Dr. Maharani, section 16. Okay. Dah banyak dah saya tambah. Right. For example, like, okay, you want to start from here. Just click again at the title one. So you just put it here, Maharani column.
Okay.
And then this one, use Maharani column 2.
So
the rest of the things, so it's all belongs to you. So no need to, for example, like you do have your own column, so they just can ignore that you have based on Dr. Shah's suggestion just now, do some kind of discussion with your colleagues and then tell them you want to have your own interface for your own student.
Right, right.
And then Dr. Maharani can set it as restrict access to only group for your group only. Yeah, only for your group.
Oh, for particular topics, I can do restriction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that I showed you just now, right? If you want to, for example, like add activity or anything, for example, like this one, go to resources, file, okay, we add. Okay, there are lots of options. For example, like this is for your own topic or activity, just name it and give some description. And do not forget that we do have a restrict access here. Okay? Just click here. Click the add restriction button. Okay, put the group solely for your students. Or you can use your user profile in order to make sure that that particular student's ID number only can access your project or your activity. As was mentioned earlier by Mr. Carroll.
Sorry, so I have a question here. What's the difference?
All right, Doctor. That's a good idea.
No arguing, keep discussing. Inshallah, you'll be fine.
Okay, thank you very much. All right.
Where are you from, Dr. Maharani?
One comment.
Indonesia.
Indonesia, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can I add one comment? I think this is weird for me because in the past 5 or 6 years, I never had any dispute with my colleagues about the contents of the page. So that's something really needs to be addressed in a human resources perspective, because if we are sharing one course, we should have the same common message for the students. And the benefit of the students is our ultimate goal of this effort. So I am really not in favor of restricting information for one group. I'm really in favor of sharing the same slides or the content of the course with both groups, because these courses sometimes have implications for further courses. So I think it's very important to make sure that all students getting the same information, even from 2 different lecturers. The way that you are conveying your lectures, the way that you are using your multimedia, that's your creativity, that's fine. But the basic information should be the same for both groups, because these 2 groups are subgroups of one big group. That's the batch that's going to the next course. So I think if my colleague is having a trouble with her colleague, I think you should go to your Timberland Decan for academic and try to reach out a solution before this escalates. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much. Again, we have, for example, like if we have more than one group and then we share the LMS, everything, so we have to make sure that we normally share the same things or same content. Just the difference is normally maybe an extra activities for our own student for that particular group. Right, Dr. Shah? Am I right?
Yeah, correct. And I would like to add one more thing. Generally, in my experience, I only restrict in terms of student submission, because we don't want accidentally student from group 1, for example, accidentally submit in our group. So during submission, like for me, I will restrict so that only my group will submit to me. But the rest, generally, I put it open so that everybody can share. The only thing is they will know that this is only for group K2, not for group K1, but they are free to access anytime. That's the thing. So I agree with you. It is to be shared by others.
Sure. Because at the end we have to bear in mind that we must follow what already written on the syllabus and also my CA. That what we promise to our students. That's the most important thing, right, Dr. Shah?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So anything else? Do you all have problem of getting it mood blended?
Not here.
Okay.
On my side, thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Okay. If you do have any kind of problem, again, as been mentioned earlier by Mr. Carol, please do not forget to keep in touch with our live support. They are available to assist every single one of us as soon as possible, inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Shah, and the technical team.
MashaAllah. Thank you very much. Really good.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Just one more thing I'd like to ask. For
Thank you very much,
international lecturers,
Dr. Shah, Dr. Omaima. Thank you very much. Cik Khairul.
Dr. Shah has something to say. Okay.
do you have any other requests that you want us to conduct training for all of you, for international lecturers regarding teaching and learning, or maybe research or any other things?
Most of us are fine. The only challenge for international staff in UMT is when it comes with dealing with forms in Bahasa Melayu. So this problem now, but I remember that I spent a good time translating every word in a form too. So, and I know that's a strategic goal for UMT to translate into English in future, but this will take time as well. We are seeing some progress from 2015 to now. Thank you, Dr. Omaima. Thank you, Dr. Shah and Mr. Khairul for this session.
You're welcome.
Okay, regarding, I saw here inside the chat regarding Google Form, inshallah, we'll try to arrange one for international. Recently we did one. We can redo it back again for Google Form.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramadan Kareem.
And have a blessed Ramadan, everyone.